Welcome to the FAP Alpha LCS here on Sunday night, April the 14th. My name is Sean Minbung Shannon, and I am joined by Mr. Matt 2702. How's it going, Matt?
It's going, man. It's going. We
Yeah,
are we are here.
yes, we are here. Uh, Most of our brothers will not be here tonight, as most of them are still recuperating from and recovering from what was a epic LCS finals, which some team won and some team lost. I have no idea who, obviously. Um, but tonight, an even more epic matchup of two titans, because we know PMA LCS is greater, uh, is PAW versus FAP. Paw Patrol versus Fantastic Anime Personalities, both inhabiting the 11th and tied for 6 spots currently. So, what are you looking forward to?
Uh, so I'm looking forward to seeing hopefully Lolly Hentai Police, seeing him on Shin, patented. It's great. Um, I've been watching Chad Penguin play recently, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm really interested to see if Paw is gonna do any of their flex options because I know that Violet Sociocat can play either support very well or mid lane. So either way, it's going to be a really good game from both of them. I think it's going to be a really interesting matchup of who goes where.
Definitely agree. And I do believe that the only substitution that we have is um, permanent sub will be a Donville in for Derp and Panda for the remainder of the split. As we are jumping into pick and ban right now. Um, Looking to probably see that Shen ban, see some Malzahar bans, and the Garen ban actually first ban out of the gates, focusing on Chad Penguin right there. As the Cho'Gath is a nice double ban for the side of FAP, focusing on not only StarCraft, but as you were saying, Violet Sociocat.
Yeah, and I think just like the Sivir's, a very consistent and strong AD that we see, and we immediately see the Morgana response. So two Spell Shield champions trying to negate some CC. I think there's going to be a lot of I think there's going to be a lot of just like very hard engaged champions. Um, I think that'll be good. We see Lee Sin banned away as well. Obviously, kind of targeting a bit more of the CC with the kick, and I think a lot more early jungle pressure. As a jungle main, you can probably attest to that.
Yeah, I think Lee Sin is just a really good and comfort pick for Jupil. He can kind of get things snowballing in a way that he wants, but the Shen not banned, the Scion going to be banned away. So focusing on what is really their comfort of their tanks in that top lane, as the Thresh is going to come out. Now that can be uh, between anybody. We don't know who exactly is going to get that, but the Hecarim hover right now, kind of interested to see if we're going to see another Hecarim game. And will it be from Chad Penguin or would it be from Jupil if this is locked in?
Ooh, let's go. Spicy Hecarim.
Yep, the pony is locked in, ready to go. Renwolf
Yeah.
89 coming in with the first time since the split catching a game live instead of a VOD. Welcome Renwolf as the Zillion Hecarim combo is coming out. Let me tell you something about Hecarim. He likes speed, and Zillion likes to speed people up. If they ran Sonateric bot lane on FAP, which I'm not saying they will, but if they did that, I would go insane.
Oh, we see the Skarner pickup. So I mean, I would assume you watched at least some of the VODs. Skarner was a huge deciding factor in the LCS finals. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but Skarner jungle Onyx Smithy. Let me tell you, that man has a dirty Skarner.
Yep, everyone gonna have to pay the Skarner tax bill that 1300 QSS as the Kaisa also being picked up. So the bottom lane and jungler being picked for Paul, leaving their solo laners up, interestingly enough. While FAP has already picked one of their solo laners, most likely. I don't see that being a support pick for FAP. But we'll be probably seeing double solo lanes here and then banning out the other top laners right here. This could be Chad Penguin's pick or their support pick.
Ooh, spicy. I've been getting behind a lot of Jinx picks lately. She feels so strong in this meta, just like with the item changes to like Storm Razor, like making it relevant again. Like she just feels so strong. That and the new Infinity Edge going back to what it used to be. She's just so good at what she does.
Yeah, and depending on who her support could be, something like a Tom Kench could really help her out. The Morgana is banned, so then you're thinking, is it going to be the Karma for more peel, or are they going to go hard engage with something like a Leona, Alistar, Braum maybe for that side? Be really interesting to see what comes out from FAP. As the Lissandra's banned away, and we don't know what that ban is. That's going to be a Quinn ban from the side of Paul, so that blank ban is now Quinn. Is this a one-trick pony rerun? No, not exactly, because I doubt that this Hecarim's going to run Ignite. As the Malphite is also banned away, so just taking out all this really good hard engage and CC, everything that FAP is taking away from Paul.
Yeah, and I think taking away Malphite is probably looking to set up more for this Hecarim top. We see the Gnosis band, but I think Malphite band is setting up to put Hecarim top lane rather than jungle. I don't know though; could go either way.
Definitely is a possibility. I think if they want to keep that as a flex, they'll keep it right here because they still can get themselves a counter pick if they'd like. Right here, so this could be their support pick locking in right here, unless that Zillion happens to be support. And it will be the Braum.
Let's go. I've been a fan of Braum. Like Braum is such a hard like champion to climb on solo queue because it requires really good communication with your AAD on some of the moves you have to pull. But you know, in a situation like this, I definitely think it's a very strong. It'll be very strong. Into Thresh, it's not necessarily the strongest pick, but I do think that allows for a really hard engage.
As the Malf guy is going to be locked in top lane, that almost makes me feel. I guess that will be a StarCraft pick right there. Also, I think StarCraft's the only one who actually kept his original name. Jesus.
What would he go to? Barkcraft? Like I mean, we have Barklin 99. You know, Purple Psycho Dog. What would StarCraft go to? What would the dog version?
Either Star Pup or Pupcraft or like Wolfcraft, Star Wolf, Starbork. I like Starbork.
I think that should be like a permanent, unofficial change. StarCraft will be referred to as Starbork.
Yeah, no.
Ooh.
So they did hover that Alawi, and then they switched to the Jax, and I actually think that you're more right now with the Hecarim probably going top, because Jupil and Chad Penguin actually Jax, so that actually still could be a Jax top lane right there. It'd be interesting to see. The Hecarim jungle just clears so fast, but that Skarner can clear a whole lot fast now, especially with the changes that we've seen happen to the spires.
Right, because that updated or gave it increased range, so now his attack speed is boosted in the further areas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he always used to hate doing Krug camp, which is the one that gives you the most experience, so you'd always avoid your best camp, and that always meant for the enemy jungler that he knew you weren't going to be doing that. So
yeah, and that's really, I think really as a Skarner, your goal is to hit 6 as fast as possible. And really, they don't, I mean, they have, on the side of FAP, they have good disengage with the Zillion and like the Hecarim speed boost, as well as the Braum ulti. And even Jack stun, but like, if you can get on that Jinx, like that's just gonna be huge. So
Yes, it will be really, really huge, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this all kind of plays out as we are. I don't know what just happened. Everyone just left. Oh, this is in blind pick.
So while we're waiting, we can talk a little bit about the individual like lane matchups. I mean, we don't necessarily know what the top lane is going to be, whether it's Jax or Hecarim, but into Maokai, we've seen a lot of Maokai, especially from people like Ganwian, and I think we're starting to see it a little bit more.
I honestly think that the Hecarim probably has a better time into the Malachi, but that I think that the Jax is going to go top lane. Though I wouldn't be surprised either way, because I think that this team of FAP is flexible enough to be able to stretch their champions anywhere. So I'll be right back. I need to get some water.
So while Menbung is gone, I'm gonna take over. Chat, do you have any questions? Always like, oh, we already have. Ooh, all right, Renwolf. Early FAP win based solely on the compositions. I can get behind that. I mean, FAP does have a very good 5v5. So looking at like the engage opportunities, um, you're looking at something along the lines of having Braum ulti, Jack stun, like Zillion double bomb, Hecarim ult. The Jinx is just going to be like, it's just peel for Jinx and maybe get your Hecarim like so quick. Paul is looking for individual picks with Thresh and Skarner. Xerath being a good poke. Henlo question is Adonville.
Yes, he is.
Oh, I saw that. Oh, that's great. Time will
Yes.
work in their favor. Zillion puns. Oh, Renwolf.
Yeah.
You never fail to make us
Yes.
smile.
Yes, Jirachi, you can change the stats to where Donville will be now the new permanent um, AD carry for FAP. So it looks like we're about to find out. He's running cleanse? Oh wait, well that's Dylan, of course.
That's a bold. Oh, so it's gonna be Chad Penguin top.
Yeah, Chad Penguin has been known. I think he's played Jax at least twice that I remember. Um,
Only twice.
well, I remember two really good games from Chad Penguin's Jax. So, and Jax being one of those champions that, of course, I mean, you got to think if there was any team that was going to draft the Jax in the top lane, it had to be your local Hashinshin Dylan in their team. So,
Oh my
because
god.
yeah,
Oh, I'm not sure if that's troll or like
no, I'm not trolling. Dylan is 100%
Dylan is.
the PMA LCS version of Ascension. Right, fix your game. All champions that aren't mine suck. They're overpowered and need to
Fiora's,
be nerfed.
Fiora's OP and doesn't require skill.
Yeah, which not true, but that's okay.
To each
Whatever.
their own, I guess,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
how we'll respond to that.
I will just say that they're wrong
Uh,
because they're dumb. To say that
but
that champion like that doesn't require skill is just a really, really bad take.
agreed, especially because like knowing how to place your ulti or like you when to use your ulti in a team fight to get that bonus healing is crucial to how the champion is played. Ooh, we see Jubal taking. I don't know if that's. It,
So we saw this last night from uh, theatrics on one-trick ponies. Uh, so, I'm not a huge fan of this idea.
I think it does allow for a little bit more like damage over time, but and negate and it gives them grievous wounds, which could be really beneficial. But they don't have a ton of health, like a ton of healing on their team. So I don't necessarily see the entire benefit to it, but
The real benefit is actually just means you generally Hecarim is like, hey, I can get invaded by anybody, and I don't want to meet people at the scuttle. But when you take Ignite, especially in these early levels where someone like a Skarner or anyone who, you know, may be looking to fight the Hecarim, it's more of a deterrent. And also, if you're someone like Theatrics, who would be like, hey, I'm going to take this to the guy, then you can use the Ignite and win a 1v1 in the jungle, especially with the Conqueror keystone that I'm most likely looking forward to seeing for the side of Jupil here on the Hecarim, as all the champions are locked in right here. Now we are now in Spectale. Looking at these comps, both teams have decent wave clear. I would give the advantage to the side of FAP just slightly. Those double bombs really good. Not ever having to really commit your body out there. Otherwise, StarCraft's Q can clear a whole wave, probably by level 9. No real tank on the side of FAP, as you have two tankish people, depending on how Barkland99 will build the Skarner. And Maokai obviously going to be building a lot of armor and health this game. The only real AP damage being Rob on that Zillion. But Rob on the Zillion last time, I remember, I think it was actually against Flush's Aurelian Soul, and he was just decimating him. It was crazy. I could be mistaken though.
No, I think you're right. I do think also into that matchup, you know, while Asaw has the W, like his W for zoning, like I think this will be kind of similar with Zerath, rather than having a consistent, you know, the consistent aura around him, being able to make sure that StarCraft is hitting his skill shots, like the most importantly being able to wave clear with QW combo and then throwing the stun out for like essential trades, especially if you see the Skarner coming in, because the Zillion doesn't necessarily have. I mean, Zillion has the speed up and the flash, as well as his ultimate, but like he's such a squishy target that you can probably burst him down quick enough, like 2 times over with that duo.
Yeah, also one thing I'd like to point out is that he actually switched to the Ghost, and it was not the Ignite. Red Wolf, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. If you didn't know, Twitch Prime can give you 1 free subscription to any channel on Twitch for free for a month if you have Amazon Prime as well. And that channel could be yours here at the PMA LCS. And Renwolf has made the wise choice in subscribing to Twitch Prime. Spam that emote in chat. Get your torpedoes out. And speaking of getting torpedoes out, where are you going to put your torpedo out for? Who do you think takes this game?
I'm gonna make a pretty bold call here. I'm gonna give it to PAW because I like the individual pick potential, and if they're able to knock out individuals like a Donville on Jinx, or you're able to pick off the Jax or the Zillion, and you're able to lock them down and get those kills onto them, I definitely think you can have the advantage in the late game. So I think it's just going to be like one of those things. It's like, are you going to get the picks you need, or are you going to let it play to 5v5 team fights, and in the 5v5 team fights, or in the 5v5 team fights, like you better play everything perfectly, or else like FAP is just going to steamroll you.
Yep, I'm going to have to give it to FAP, unfortunately, just because I am a real big believer in this Hecarim right here for Jupil, running the Predator, by the way, which says a whole lot about the mindset of the player in my opinion. When you're going for the Conqueror, you're looking to like have all these trades and stuff. But when you're going the Predator, you literally just want to run down someone like a degenerate. And I think that's perfect for what they got going on right over there. Let us know in chat who you want to win and why. Give us a hashtag FAP win or hashtag PAW win. As we're getting ready to load in. Still got some time.
I'm not surprised to see like you were talking about the Predator on Hecarim, but like Skarner running Predator as well. You're just gonna have these two just like race cars just drifting around the map, like just looking for picks, and so it's gonna be a very I think jungle pressure is gonna be very important at the very onset of the match because we're looking at making the bot lane. If you're Kais,
so let's look at the skin game. We got
ooh.
four skins versus foreskin.
I'm a child. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm a child too. That's why I said it that way.
And we have two Christmas skins. It's Christmas in like April apparently. Shout outs.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause at 10 seconds when you get in the game. By the way, okay?
The good old pause at 10. I'm good whenever you are.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second, because my overlay was not working out. Alright, cool.
Oh, rip.
Alright, so, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's get it on. Oh.
Game 1 in this 2-game set between FAP and PAW. Yo, that ain't Cho'Gath. Pony with Conch versus Pony with Predator. I mean, I'm just surprised you didn't take the Pony with PTA. This Chad Penguin's gonna be found out. And that first blood gonna be going over to OP Puppy in the bot lane. Everyone gets a little piece of pie right there. And I think that was a flash root from the side of Beowulf. Yeah. Flash roots. Only one summoner being burnt there, but he actually started his W. So that's not going to be good for laning phase. He won't be able to do much till about level 3.
I think we're already seeing like the 500 gold lead, and it's pretty evenly distributed, which is pretty like 500 gold doesn't amount to much, and it's only like practically 100 gold a person on average, but it's not that in theory. So the Kaisa getting more of that gold allowed her to. She ended up buying the control board, which I think Vision. Oh,
Ali is lagged.
I heard report Braum. Yikes.
And we're back.
This is what I'm looking forward to. I want to see horizontal jungling, but I know that Hecarim is gonna in this matchup. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult because you know that the Skarner is likely gonna start red buff, which is really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Skarner's gonna want to start on the side where his duo is, just to help with it.
I'm really looking to see. I'm gonna botch this. Purple Psycho Dog. I always want to say Violet Sociocat. Purple Psycho Dog. I'm looking for Thresh just because I know that Thresh has been a very high priority champion lately. Oh.
Yeah.
Scuttle action.
Wow, right there. Sorry, I'm fixing my overlay that just it wasn't working. I'm so sorry.
No worries. Everything. That is an A-okay. So there was just an odd flash double bomb miss.
Nice flash by Purple Psycho Dog, gunting down, making a downvote flash out right there. Gets the stun right there on Lolly Hentai Police. Has to burn the flash right there. One more auto attack from OP Puppy would have done it.
That's what I was talking about. Like this Thresh has become such a high priority champion in like in the bot lane for support. Kai'Sa is also super strong right now, or just like feels super strong. Oh, good root by Beowulf.
Yeah, really nice root right there. So right now it's almost 1,000 gold lead as another hook comes down and the flay goes the wrong way, but the flash coming out for OP Puppy as Barklin99 was just here to look real pretty.
That's what Skarner's best at. Like Skarner's looks are the equivalent of that of old Trundle. So I mean, I don't know if
Hey,
that says a lot, but
no. I love, yeah, if they could visually update Skarner, that'd be a good one. Beowulf missing a little bit of CS here, but now that we have the Predator boots for the side of Barklin99, this will be good. Jupil burning the Ghost right here, looking to try to get Jupil going right here. Gonna get the stun right here. They know there's no flash on this top laner, but a nice smash backwards.
yeah, really good disengage and really good knowledge of like just general champion knowledge from Beowulf. Being able to know like, okay, I'm gonna take one of these and be able to have a far enough W range to get out of it, and then go ahead and drop my Q. So
Yeah, very, very nice for him to get out of that gank. Uh, so it's going to be really good for the side of PAW that they didn't have to give up anything with all the amount of resources they've been spending in this bot lane, allowing their tank to try to scale up right here.
absolutely, and we're starting to see like some of these champions come online, which is really nice. I mean, it's still like we're 5 minutes into the game, but we're starting to see like they're getting their early abilities. When they hit 6, it's going to be really important. Not necessarily for the bot lane, well, the bot lane on the side of FAP, but not necessarily as much for bot lane on the side of PAW. The Kai'Sa ultimate is gonna be good for picking and choosing fights and being able to like dissociate your target from everything. Um, but what's gonna happen is like it's not gonna be as big a factor. And we're starting to look and see, like in the mind of a Thresh player, because like I love playing Thresh too. I see that Purple Psycho Dog is kind of like just like skirting up, trying to find like these really narrow openings because Thresh hitbox is so narrow. Like just trying to find these like quick, just like get them in and like it's like the Allstate commercial, like oh you gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see as we're going to look at some gold right now. Um, Even though that's a 13 CS lead, it's only 160 gold difference really on the side for Chad Penguin. But meanwhile, everywhere else is pretty dead even except for in the jungle and AD carry roles, which is where this 1500 gold lead is manifesting itself for the side of Paul.
Yeah, and especially on Kai'Sa, who requires some pretty expensive items. It's not Trinity Force. It's not. Oh my gosh, really good hook.
Nice hook right there going out there. Lolly Hentai Police gonna get out. Are they gonna be able to get it down? No, Donville cancels the auto attack. So both junglers seen in the bot lane. One getting lantern in and the other one just kind of running in, being there probably for a potential counter gig. So good job by Jupil being in the right place at the right time. Lolly Hentai Police just barely living that one out.
Yeah, that was really well played, just like in general. And a lot of people think like it's like oh there's always the bait hook where you throw it or the bait lantern where you throw it back and you're like all right I'm gonna get him, it's just a prank. Then you run at them and you force them back. If you're far enough ahead, that's really good that you can do that. But it's really good that they demonstrated in the bot lane that they can do that and like fully commit to that as well, not necessarily use that as a bait.
Is
People getting
Jupil
really
about to go
low.
down? Oh my goodness. He
10
says not
HP.
even close. 10 HP.
That's some big energy there. Like that's just when you're confident enough or like you have the knowledge enough to go fight and you can get to that and you're like all right no big deal we fine. Oh, Chad Penguin getting caught out with the I don't even know what to call those. Like I know they're saplings, but like they're Christmas presents. They shouldn't be saplings. These are
Well,
your surprises.
Yeah, they're little gifts from hell. I don't know.
Are you speaking? Are you speaking from personal distaste of the boxes from hell?
Yeah. No, I don't really care much.
That's why you just gank bot lane. Don't gank top lane. Stay away from Maokai's. Maokai's are just so good at escaping. Oh, we're setting up for drag here. Ooh, it's an
Yeah,
infernal. It's
it
gonna be
is an
pretty.
Infernal Drake, and it will be going the way of Barkland 99 and the rest of them, but they are looking to
That's
fight it. A
pretty.
nice double stun comes out, but the stun comes back right there on a Jupil. Gets the Zillion ult, just going to try to
Wow.
go back in, but are they going to wait it out? Yes, they do, and Jupil does go down to OP Puppy, but the stun comes out from Rob on these double bombs as they're kind of just split up right here. Meanwhile, Chad, Penguin, and Beowulf, oh my goodness, the one last shot right there. Oh, and he just barely gets it as StarCraft gets pulled in right there. Barkland 99 flashing in. Doesn't have the Impale yet, but OP Puppy going in, using the ultimate. Gonna take out a Donbell. One last shot. No, both mid and ADCs burn out, but the flash arcane pulse comes out from StarCraft, and they take the dragon and a bunch of kills.
Yeah, that was a very. There was a lot of like hyper aggression going there. Oh, side note, shoutouts to Biscuit Hat. 2 months with Twitch Prime. Clap. You're not wrong.
Clap. Please clap. Yes.
We appreciate it, bud. So looking now that we're a little bit further into the game, we can kind of look at the CS differential starting to develop. Like Maokai is significantly down. But if you look at the gold differential, I mean it's still only like 1.5k. And that 1.5k is sitting very nicely on top of Kaisa. Like she has almost a 2k gold advantage on the Jinx. And you have where else? A slight lead in mid and then support as well. But we see early Mobies here from the Thresh, which great decision. Give you a little bit more time to roam, especially since the Kaisa is this big. Kaisa can maybe not 2v1, but is able to, solo farm a little bit more safely. But that also means there's a target on her back, so you don't
Yes,
really want to
agreed.
have that fight.
Totally agreed. Sorry, I'm gonna. You gotta take over real quick, okay?
No worries. So another thing to note is we're starting to see all these pink wards come out. We see three members on each squad with some of these pink wards, which is what you want to see. The vision game is going to be very important as we start to set up around these neutral objectives. We see on the top side StarCraft getting set up around Rift Herald, hopefully trying to pull Beowulf to assist with it, but he may be stuck in lane trying to duke it out with Chad Penguin. And here we go, slapping. Oh, good W. Ulti. Stun. Okay. Beowulf getting out just with like 10 HP. Good suppressed by Barkland 99. Missed stun by StarCraft there, but that's okay. No need for the chain CC. Chad Penguin at about half health. They're slowly trying to push him away. Like I said, it looks like they're trying to pull him off and go ahead and get set up for this Rift Hero. Uh-oh, this is not where you want to be if you are OP Puppy. Oh, really good. Oh, good disengage from the Braum there. Oh, really good ulti as well. Okay, down. Kill onto him. Oh, ulti from Jinx comes in. Go ahead and take him out. Jupil going ahead and living just with about a quarter, maybe 1/5 health. But getting out of there, really well played by Jupil, especially coming in on the backside, catching OP Puppy on the other side of where he doesn't want to be. Looks like they're going to go for the dive here. Oh, no. They may not be. They get the tower plating and looks like they're going to back off. Some trades going on in mid lane. Just a lot of stuff has been happening right now. Chad Penguin shoving in top. Rob just being able to farm under tower. Going to be huge for him. Yeah, like a 40 CS lead in the top lane. Good poke craft to keep him going back. Unfortunately, the shutdown gold went over to the Jinx. So that'll kind of make up for that differential bot lane. Yeah, I closed it to about 1k, just about, rather than like 1.5k. So it's
Yep.
really good.
So with that shutdown going over there, it's really, really good. But the eye edge has been completed for this Kaisa. Still 1,000 gold ahead, which is more than what the gold lead currently is right now. It was a pretty big gold lead, but after all the fighting and all the shutdowns that have come the way of the side of FAP, now they're only down about a 700 gold, right around there. But there is another Drake spawning here, and it will be a Cloud Drake. And if you know LOL Hentai Police, he's going to be wanting to fight for that one. Also,
Yeah.
Infernal Drakes, I mean, Cloud Drakes are basically Infernal Drakes for Hecarim, so Jupil's going to want to get a piece of this as well. Be really good for him.
Absolutely. They're just going to be... Oh, and you already see that they're starting to set up around it. Really good just, like, general map awareness, especially on the side of PAW. Having that area, like, warded off very well. We see that it's predominantly controlled by blue with scattered of red wards in there. So that, I think, will be very interesting. Ooh! Picking up Lolly Hentai Police opting to change Exhaust to Smite, which is going to be really good for them. An additional Smite, you know, just to set it up. I think that's really smart.
It's nice if they actually have it, as the hook does land onto Donvel. Lolly Hentai Police, he gets played over the wall, so that Exhaust that you just switched out would have been good. And a perfectly timed ult as he waited until he flashed right there the last second. Don't tell me it wasn't planned, because I know it was. Kappa.
Baited.
But gets the flash out right here. Jupil trying to go in and be a hero right now, as Chad Penguin is on the other side of the map getting that Rift Herald. Jupil's gonna get stunned up, get stunned up one more time, and OP Puppy picks up their third kill of the fight right there, as the Cloud Drake will just be going over to the way of Paul right now. And now they're got a pretty sizable gold lead right here for Paul with a almost 2K gold lead. But Chad Penguin is going to be... he just gets stopped as he recalls in front of Beowulf right there. And the first tower, it looks like it will be dropping here in this bot lane at the 15-minute mark. But the mid lane turret will be responded in kind by Rob, who may pay for his life with it if Barkland99 can't get there in time, but unfortunately does not. So a trade of towers, a couple of kills going over to the side of Paul and the Cloud Drake.
Yeah, I think generally, like this game now that we're a good bit into it, I think you see your win conditions very clearly. Your win condition for the side of FAP is you need to set Chad Penguin up for success and allow Jupil to continue like pressuring the side lanes. Rob's doing very well in the mid lane, holding his own, especially against Azereth, who's a really good poke champion. And you know, as a side of Paw, you see the same thing. Like your tank is going to just do tank things. Go ahead and slap him. Like he just needs to be there. You need Barklin and OP, as well as StarCraft poke to just be able to like win these team fights. So like that's going to be really huge, kind of seeing how these different these different champions kind of play out the rest of this game. But like there's a huge we talked about this a little bit, sorry. There's like a huge CS differential in the top lane. And like Chad Penguin's been playing incredibly well on Jax. Like 150 farm, 2-1, already has Trinity Force completed. Like that's absolutely huge. But and we need to see a little bit more from Jupil. He's building tank. We see the Cinder Hulk, which is expected, especially because they don't necessarily have a true tank. They'd rather have a bruiser in Jax. But if they're gonna turn Hecarim into a true tank, he's got to make some really good engages then.
Yeah, I totally agree. With this Hecarim, going straight into the Cinder Hulk is really good. It'll help the clear to where he's not so squishy as well if he wants to start being in any of these fights. He's only been part of one of the 3 kills. Now with this bottom lane going down right here, there is a bunch of PAW members top lane. 4 of them actually, as the Predator is popped. And now they know, oh my goodness, StarCraft took Demolish, didn't he? StarCraft taking Demolish on a freaking Hecarim. As a TP comes out actually from Chad Penguin, because he knows that they don't have a TP to answer it. And so a Donville LOL Hentai Police are now joined by Chad Penguin and Shelly, as they're going to be doing some sort of a little, race right here, as the jungle and top mid laner are trying to stop their backs right there, and they take 2 towers for none at this point.
Wow.
Massive wave right here as well.
And that's what I was talking about. Chad Penguin's your win condition. OP Puppy.
OP Puppy gonna be going down. The shutdown goes on to your win condition, and Chad Penguin right there. Right there on top. Gonna get going down. Gets the suppression right there, but the Super Mega Death Rocket comes out. Gets 1 kill, gets 2, and returns. Does Adonville make it out? He does. The Ignite going down. Rob taken very low as well. Has the Chrono Shift available. Gets another bomb going down. Gonna try to get it on top. And he just takes him down. And the ult is used on Jupil prematurely.
Premature ejaculation.
Yes, exactly. Those were the words I was looking for. So they take 3 towers. They take all the bot lane towers. They get 3 kills and trade 2 back for it. I believe Lil Hentai Police and Chad Penguin are the only 2 going down. I don't know who that shutdown went to. Maybe it was the Thresh, or it could have been Barkland99 who got the shutdown from Chad. But Chad Penguin picking up the shutdown kill onto OP Puppy. So it's a really dead even game now with the dragon going to be spawning here in a little less than a minute, and is a mountain drake.
Absolutely, and I think you want to you know if you're PAW, you already have your Infernal. You want to go ahead and try and stack as many drakes as you can, especially with that additional damage. But it's going to be very difficult in the situation you're in now. Like, you lose that really big team fight, and like, not necessarily the morale's down, but the momentum is swinging in favor of FAP at this point. It was a huge team fight for them to turn, especially because like they're absolutely insane with how well they've played. You know, the early game was a little bit rough, but as we get into the later portion of the game where we start to see the Jacks start to scale, and you know, everyone always says like, "Oh, wait till late game, we scale so hard." Like, you're 20 minutes in and you're starting to see what the Jacks can do.
Yeah, Jack's almost all the way to his Spear of Sojin right there. Needs about 600 more gold altogether to finish that up. Actually, he has it right now, sporting that dank 420 scoreline right now, as the red tower in top lane does fall to minions, as the Predator is turned on, as they get him off of this, and they just ended up taking this, as Rob is hooked right there. Lol Hentai Police, here comes the, oh, and he steals the dragon! Jupil gonna be giving his life over, but Adonville as well gonna be giving his life over as well. They use the ultimate from Rob, gonna be taking as much damage as he possibly can down with, he goes with them on Adonville. Words I am saying don't make sense, I'm sorry. As they're looking towards possibly cracking this mid lane tower, could have possibly gone for the Baron, but Rob's double bombs are doing so much work right now. It is so much damage.
And I think that's a little bit of just the team comp. Your only AP damage is the Zillion. Zillion already has 8 stacks on Rod of Ages. You see, if I'm not mistaken, that's no MR on the side of PAW. I don't know if that's just...
Yeah, PAW, the only MR is now in the inventory slot of Beowulf and as a form of a null magic mantle.
And I don't know if that's just, I mean, I don't know if that's me, the inner BM in me saying like that's disrespectful, you know. Like, I get the majority of their team comp is still AD, and you have to be very worried about the Jax and the Jinx, especially like late game. Like, if they get auto attacking on you, you're done. But you can't overestimate like a really, I don't want to say fed, but even if they only have one AP, one AP laner, you can't go and overestimate or underestimate their strength, because like AP champions will shred you if you have 0 MR, and like you could be building all the health in the world, it doesn't necessarily matter, because they're just gonna like, they have some form of, most AP mages have some form of C and a lot of burst.
Yep, and Hecro, unfortunately, still, we're at 22 minutes in and has not completed not only just the Trinity Force, but let alone a Sheen, as PAW is trying to starve the vision for the side FAP, as they're all just going to sit in the classic alley baiting the pixel brush. Meanwhile, Chad Penguin's going to try to get this going. Flash on the Rob, has the ultimate available, gets one bomb down. Lol Hentai Police gonna get that, but then they take out Rob as the flash came out from Purple Psycho Dog. And it looks like now they're gonna be turning onto this Baron. Right here, Jupil just standing in the back, but they have no vision whatsoever. Meanwhile, Chad Penguin gonna be going down, doing his best Zion Spartan impression. Oh, and they stopped the back right there. The TP from Beowulf. As they're gonna get Psycho Dog possibly. Here he comes. He's going in, and he does he steal the Baron? No. Opie Puppy gets it, and Opie Puppy is taking everyone down right now. Gets a double kill and the Baron, but the inhibitor does go down the way with Chad Penguin in this bot lane. Guess he didn't feel like he had enough minions or anything to pressure anymore. But now that's going to be super spawning in that bot lane. But that is Baron on 4 members of the side of PAW.
Yeah, and especially the biggest thing is like
5 members, sorry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I thought Allie died, but Allie lived. I mean, Purple Psycho Dog.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, and we're starting to see this Kai'Sa come online. When you have IE and Ginsu's, I think you have one of the abilities, maybe 2 of them evolved. Because I know one is based on AD.
You should have. Yeah, you're gonna have your E and your Q available upgrade at this point.
Right, and I'm wondering if the Kai'Sa is going to look to upgrade W, because we see the attack speed item starting to come through. The Berserker's Greaves, there's a Zeal completed.
Yep, and it looks like they're going to force down this mid lane tier 2 tower. But here comes Barklin99 looking for anyone. Flashes, but doesn't get anybody, unfortunately. And I think he was looking for a Donville, but just didn't quite get it. Maybe also didn't get the smite. But they have to, even though they're the team with Baron, they have to respond to these supers in the base while the Cloud Drake is about to spawn.
Yeah, and I think if you're gonna get 2 Drakes, like being able to contest that second Cloud Drake is gonna be really important. Not only because it's gonna allow you that out of combat movement speed that you're looking for with the Hecarim, but also just like for the rest of your team being able to have a lot more mobility on the map, especially as somewhat more immobile champions. As soon as you see something, you can just turn tail and run, and like you have a better opportunity of getting out.
This Drake is started up, and if this looks like deja vu, it probably is, because the last time a Drake was started up, they didn't get it. Nice stun landing onto Beowulf, who barely has it, but he goes a little bit too far, and he has to flash out. Does get stunned. Right there, blue team does take the dragon, but will they take this fight? As Jupil is on the backline doing as much damage as he possibly can. Chad Penguin's also on the backline doing as much as he can. Barklin99 goes down. Purple Psycho Dog as an Opie Puppy is taking down a triple kill for the Chad Pengu as he is going ham right now. That's a quadra kill. You can clip that one. No Kaliki, no clickbait, and I think they might just try to end it right here off the back of Chad Penguin.
I would just like to point out that Chad is correct. Chad with the dang 420, and it's Chad P-Flex. Nothing more about this game. There's nothing more Chad about this game than Chad like styling with that quadric. I think that sums up the game very well. Like this has been.
Lolly Hentai about to go down, but Rob not saving his own KDA. They just hit the Nexus and they win the game.
GG's. That was actually really close. There was a point where it was a really close game for both of them.
Well, I guess Tank Hecarim may be lame, but it helps you win the game, my dude. So that's gonna be game 1. Wow. I mean, if you want to talk about it, we can. But tell me who your MVP is and why is it not Chad Penguin? No, I'm kidding.
So I think I'm gonna give it to a Donville because ADCs don't win now. Um, I do think that Chad is very deserving. Rob is a very honorable, in my eyes, Rob is a very honorable mention, as well as Jupil. Like everyone on their team just played very well. But Rob being able to hold it down mid with a very strong like poke champion. Bot lane was very difficult on the side of oh god, I'm blanking. Like it was very difficult for the side of FAP to deal with PAW's bot lane. Like their bot lane was just so strong. It's really hard to.
Yeah, the Chad P Flex is coming out. I get a STFU casters. It's Chad from Run and Jumps, so that's really nice. And speaking of Rob, as
Yikes!
honorable mention, Rob
Rude.
Rod 15 has subscribed with Twitch Prime, and they have subscribed for 13 months. Thank you for being my longest standing relationship.
Yikes!
Braum MVP, probably not. Although there is one knock against Chad Penguin, he did give over first blood because he was probably playing some Survive IO type of game in chat or playing Sekiro, something like that. Uh, so yeah, we'll come
I
back,
would
go
call that.
vote in the MVP poll, and we'll be right back with game number 2 versus Paul and FAP.